33 Rich to 3 here, casting the second game in the Uvic tournament with Stain versus Stain. Basically, the reason for both names, as far as I understand, is that there's an argument about people using their own accounts and possible bad things happening. I have no idea how you could change the outcome by playing on your own account, although there could be a very valid reason. So basically, it's a Protoss mirror matchup. This red Stain, I have no idea who this actually is, although this pink Stain down here is Shifty, so I'll be referring to the pink Stain as Shifty, as that's who sent me the replay, and that's how I know about this whole game. So like I said, this is the second game in the Uvic tournament. Shifty took the first game in this tournament versus a Zerg with some early Zealot pressure, and kept that pressure on with Stalkers, and was able to cripple and keep him down. Yeah, so both players basically going for a standard opener. I would say Stain is ahead slightly, although not significantly. If we look at probes, they're at the exact same right now. Yeah, basically it's just a standard Protoss versus Protoss opener. Neither of these guys really deviating from the plan. Although, let's see, this is what I was referring to last game. A standard 4-gate opener, I believe, is this, where you go gateway into a cybernetics core. Although Shifty opting to open with his double gateway, and crony boosting out that Zealot, and Stain not opting to go for an early Zealot. Instead, he's opting for what exactly? A gas and a cybernetics core. Doesn't actually have a lot of money right now. There we go, fully saturated gas, so he should be going something decently gas heavy. Whereas Shifty is just getting his first gas, not saturated, although just got it. And this other Vespane Geyser is not going to be utilized right now, although Stain has a probe sitting in Shifty's base right now. Not able to see anything right now, although this could easily be suicided later in the game, to gain a to be able to observe everything that's going on, understand the build that he's going. Build's very important in mirror matchups. Knowing what build your opponent's going, although really it's important in all games. 3 Zealots going out for Shifty, and really, what does Stain have to do with this? Have to deal with this right now? He's got the 1 Stalker. It's 4 Zealots versus Stalker. Well, 3 Zealots versus the Stalker. I believe the other Zealot is here guarding the ramp. And well, let's see how this goes. Let's watch actually Shifty's player cam. Let's see what he does in this. So he's going to go up the ramp and see this Stalker here. Doesn't just, there we go, getting a full surround on that Stalker, able to do an absolute ton of damage. Zealots very slow, but do hit hard and are able to punish when in the right situation, ignoring the Stalkers who are trying to macro, instead opting to kill 2 probes, I believe that was, and this Stalker will go down. Really just disrupting the middle line. This is all time in the game that Stain is not allowed to mine. Units lost favoring Shifty right now, but Stain will clean this up. It wasn't a win the game push, but it was definitely a crippling push. Stain only lost 50 more minerals, although he did lose 2 probes. I believe it was 2, and he lost a lot of mining time. So I would definitely say Shifty came out on the top in that battle. And Shifty's going to expand, actually. A good idea. Stain might be thinking more of a turtley type. Is this like a Destiny Cloud kind of idea? Right, as I was saying, Stained might be more inclined to turtle right now, just because that attack. He might be more defensive-minded, although I would like to see Shifty possibly come up and kill these rocks. Even though there is vision, killing these rocks, you don't even actually have to necessarily attack that ramp or move up that ramp, but just killing the rocks forces your opponent to respect excuse me, focuses your opponent to respect the possibility that there could be a huge force moving up this ramp. Really, it is a choke point, but it's a pretty wide choke point and able to get right into the back of your base. Very dangerous. A pylon coming in. I believe there's another, yeah, pylon down here. 2 separate pylons to warp in units with, and if we go, we're under the units right now. We've got a Mortal, 3 Stalkers, and 2 Sentries versus 4 Stalkers and 4 Zealots. Interesting. A lot of Sentries. It's hard to predict battles that involve Sentries just because their force fields can really change a game. They can change a major battle, which can definitely influence the change in the game. But 2 more Stalkers running over, 3 more Stalkers running over for Shifty here, and really no probe saturation on this expansion, although just queuing up 5 right there, queuing the crap out of it. Would like to see some transfer possibly, and maybe have production at both. Just an idea, but I'm missing a battle right here. Shifty able to bust up that ramp, and a force field being used, splitting up the units, although Shifty staying together, keeping his units together, and he just has too much right now for Stain. Stain was too crippled at the beginning, microing well, trying to wait for these force fields to finally go away, although they're reinforced by a new sentry, uses up all his energy. Is this really 4 sentries? Stain is screwed. You can only force field for so long. Eventually these guys are going to get into your base. This Immortal will not get out soon enough. We got a Stalker warping in, 1 Stalker warping in. 200 minerals for Red Stain, so hopefully these warp timers come off and he's able to warp in soon. We've got 2 more Stalkers warping in for Shifty. He just made the army counts go right back to what they were. So let's see here, exact same amount of probes, except Shifty does have an expansion. I really don't see how Shifty can lose this game. I really don't see how Shifty can lose this battle. He's too far ahead. Too many of these Stalkers are going to make this Immortal absolutely worthless. Although taking a long time to go down and escaping with 5 HP. Oh, wow, and then he goes down as soon as he gets looked at. These sentries are going to go down. There's really nothing that can be done. Stain calls it GG. Shifty GG's. Good early pressure and staying on top of him yet again. Different game, different matchup, but similar to the first game. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed it.